Hello, this is Tim Wise with EMF.CARE, and it's time to talk about the effects of these electronic devices in our environment. There has been no safety testing on any Wi-Fi device that we're using currently about the biological effects of what it does to our body, especially when we have so many different types of wireless devices. There are so many in our environment, you cannot believe it, and where you wouldn't believe they were. They're sort of like the hidden dangers of electromagnetic frequencies. Now, the government in the early 70s had a study through the Naval Institute, the Research Institute, about what microwaves do to our body, and they have a range of about 50 to 60 different effects that it might have on your body, symptoms that you might have. And from what I understand through the building biologists, that about a third of the country is symptomatic with EMF symptoms, but they don't even know it. So the government had a study, and they did a safety study in 1996 on the thermal effects of radiation on our bodies through cell phone use, and that was the only testing that was ever done on a cell phone. Was done at that time by our research labs, and that's what the standards were set in 1996. That is the last time that research has been done on effects of health effects for cell phones. We only had a few cell phones in our environment back then, and now there's over 6 billion cell phones in the world. So you can understand that just the radiation, the amount of radiation that's coming off just these single devices. Now, that's the only safety study that's ever been done that has been sanctioned, if you will, or used as a guideline for these devices. Wi-Fi routers, baby monitors, deck phones, the cordless phones that you might use at your home, Bluetooth, wrist monitors, all of those have never been safety tested. But yet they're using the same frequencies and using microwaves. So you can understand that this is a real issue when we are putting our children, for instance, in a classroom, and you've got a classroom above, classroom below, classroom on this side, classroom on this side. Each student more than likely has a device, right? They have a wireless router in there, in each room, like this. So you're stacking sort of really, literally a microwave oven. There's a lot of great information. Generation Zapped is a great documentary that was done last year that I suggest anyone download. You can get that online at emfshield.org, or you can go right and just type in Generation Zapped. It really describes a lot of the biological effects with the researchers behind it. There's so much research, but this is the understanding that I know at this point, that none of this has been safety tested, yet we are using these devices so much and in so many different ways that there's no way without doing proper shielding and proper measurements to get away from these fields. This is Tim Wise with EMF.CARE. Thanks for your time, and look forward to talking and sharing more information with you in the future.